Afternoon, well, it's Hippy Trev here. So now, inside the bus now, I've just removed some, these 24 volt, I don't think they were 12, 24 volt fluoro with ballast lights up here in the roof cavity. Now, that's what the roof cavity looks like when it's got a nice cover on it. This cover's since been destroyed. I've just taken this one down, its cover's there on the ground, and this is what we've got left. So they're from the holes up on the roof. Now, this is my kitchen area, it's quite dark. Darkest area in the bus is right here with my wardrobe. And if I ever need to look in my cupboards down there, I've got to literally turn my inside light on, even in the daytime. So, this is already boxed out and framed. It's already framed. I could cut just inside the frame. I've got some perspex out there I found, clear perspex, right. Cut this out, clear perspex. My problem is, to cut that out using an angle grinder, I'm going to set my whole bus on fire. There's just going to be just a whole shower of sparks coming down here. I can't do that, right? So I can't cut this with an angle grinder. I do have a pair of tin snips, so what I might do is, I've just got the kettle on for a cuppa right now, is what I might do is go up there, it's getting late in the day already, get up there and see with my tinny snips whether I can actually hand cut this, because I do not want to be showering the inside of my bus with sparks from an angle grinder, and there's no one else here to help me, so there's no one down here to keep an eye on things. So by the time I drop the angle grinder, come flying downstairs, try and put the fire out, bus is gone, too late. So I think it's a great idea. Now in the summertime when it gets really stinking hot, and I tell you it does get stinking hot in here, what I can do is I don't plan on actually securing my solar panels to the roof. They're just going to be on short legs. In the height of summer I can actually put the solar panel over that whole thing. It's blocked off and shaded, so no problem there. So that means I can just keep direct sun off that solar panel, plus being open, this whole area in here will make so much a difference. And if it's too much light, I can always go up there, hang on. If it makes that much difference, like I don't like the light in here or anything like that, I can always unpot rivet it. I can always unput power wire, which is handy, which I'm going to use. I've got a plan for that, for my solar panel, by wiring in a solenoid between front and back with a switch here, running off a power supply. That what I can do is I can just flick a switch and the solar panel will be either turned off and on via a 12 volt solenoid. So that's another thing I'm looking at doing next. So, but anyway, if I don't like this whole area being so lit as much as it is, I can just go up there, I can just throw a blanket, that'll just blacken it out anyway, same as it up the front. Or if worse comes to worse, if I really don't like it, I just drill out all the pop rivets, throw a sheet of tin over it, seal it all up again, job done. But for now I think I have an opportunity right now I have an opportunity to work out how to cut this out without setting the bus on fire. Imagine cutting this out and just having clear perspex up here. Yeah, maybe that's just too much light coming down. Maybe what I can do is I can cut out just in sections, smaller sections. I can still put a full length perspex down the whole length, but what I can do is cut out sections, smaller sections, so it's not so intense, because I can just, even with this light here, I can see a massive difference already. Rightio, well, I'm going to have a cup of tea and think about what I'm going to do next. So, rightio, well, that's my dilemma right now. Do I cut a massive big hole in the bus, put up some perspex? Do I cut two smaller holes in the bus, put up some perspex? Or do I just tin straight over the top and seal it? Later, bye. Yeah, well, as you can see, weather is really good. Night's starting to get really chilly. I got up about 9, it was cold, so we're heading for, I think, the lows of 2s and 3s for the next couple of nights. So, oh shit. But anyway, anyway. But daytime's beautiful, just absolutely lovely. So weather is on my side. Don't know how long it's going to last, but hopefully I can get it done before any rain does turn. Hopefully I can get this job done before any sort of rain shows up. So, only got one patch on today. That was this one here. So that patch is on and nice and secure. Very happy with that. Everything went well. So we're up. So I'm sort of up to this stage as far as big holes. That's not actually a hole, but I'm presuming right now that one does not actually leak. But who knows? This one has to be gouged out and finished, but it's on this seam here. When I do the sealant, I want to include all this whole big area, but then again, I don't know how far that tub of sealant goes. So maybe I just draw the line here, do the 1, 2, 3 sections, leave this better section here, which means I only have to come back as far as this seam here for now. So what I was showing you was inside. Here, this is the cutout. I don't think my tin snips are going to cut through this shit. It's pretty solid. It's also, I'll have to drill that out. That's a main beam there. That's a main rib. I can see it underneath the drill holes there. There is a main. Oh, okay. So this section's been boxed out. So this whole section here has been boxed out with angle iron. So my thought was to just cut out some squares, a couple of squares where there's a hole, and I'll show you what I've got downstairs and put some perspex on there. That was sort of my thought. That would give me so much more light down in that kitchen area. Now, do I really want that much extra light down in the kitchen? I'm not so sure. So I could actually put it up here, still cut it out. I mean, that's pretty shitty anyway. So thing is, I can't cut it out with an angle grinder. That's my whole problem. Too many sparks and I'll set the inside of the bus on fire. So I don't know how to cut this out. That's my real problem. I don't think I can get, well, I doubt I can get through this with my tin snips. I completely doubt it. So yeah, there's no way I'm going to cut through that with tin snips. And I'm not going to take to it with an angle grinder because I'll set the inside of the bus on fire. So I guess my thoughts of having a skylight put in the bus, not going to happen. So I guess the next thing to do is patch them 2 holes, clean up this whole area here, make sure, I might just clean off this side here. Not attaching the annex at the moment either, so clean up this side, do these whole 3 panels, seal up that there as well. Don't worry about this panel here and back, that's next. Clean this up ready. I can overlap on the sealant, and then I can sign off on this part of the roof. Now the other thing I've got going on up here, see at the moment to turn this solar panel off and on here down at the back, I've got a kill switch under that big solar panel over there, which means the only way to turn it off and on is I have to come up and down the ladder to turn that off and on. Now what I'd like to do is, while I've got the roof open here, my thought was to put in a solenoid, like a 12-volt solenoid. I've got a power wire here already coming out from a light that doesn't no longer work. I can put a switch there, run up to a solenoid over here, turn the switch off and on with the power supply from there, which could turn this back solar panel off and on. Or I could actually just install a kill switch here upside down, run like these wires to it, like there's already a hole here, so I can make use of this hole somehow. Have it upside down because it's in a cavity inside the bus, so it's not like sticking out of the roof, it's in a cavity, so it's sort of tucked away anyway, and all I'd have to do is build some sort of cover for it, run those back wires onto here, onto forward, so from inside the bus, without having to get up a ladder at any time, I can turn the back solar panel off and on as required. So that's something else I'm thinking about at the moment. But anyway, so we have so far 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 really good patches on the roof of the bus. I'm happy with the way they've gone on. Yeah, someone commented I look a little bit more upbeat you, but I am actually having a win here. The job's working. Like anything, when you tackle things for the first time, you're a little bit, you don't know what you're doing, but you know what, this is working. Like I said, the weather is just absolutely fantastic. I don't know how much longer it's going to be fantastic for, so any decisions I want to make about like cutting holes here and whatever have to be made pretty quick and get on the move, because I've still got to have this sanded back and sealed up and done, and then keep moving because I've still got the back end of the bus to do as well. So this is probably about 1/3 of the bus I'm doing at the moment, even less. Right, well, that's where we are from the top of my bus here. How do I cut the square out if I want to put in, yeah, so how do I cut this square out if I want to put clear laminate over the top? Or do I just seal the fucker up, don't worry about it? Or do I still try and incorporate getting a kill switch here so I actually have control of the rear solar panel by a kill switch inside the bus? So questions I have no answers to right this second, because I have worked out exactly what I want to do. Cutting that out is working. Once I make a decision on how I can or cannot cut this out, that's when I make decisions on everything else. So rightio worlds, catch you later. Rightio, we're back down on the ground, and this is what I've got. I have this clear here. So I can cut out, it's nice and clean. I thought maybe put a light coat of something over it, so maybe a light coat of black or even orange, or maybe even just a light coat of purple over it maybe, just so it's not a complete clear and sun coming down. So that was the thought I just had then. Doesn't have to be a thick coat, just very lightly. Sun will still get through it. So I do have this, Perspex. I called it something else upstairs. So yeah, I've got some clear Perspex that I can do that hole with. I've just got to work out how the hell do I cut the hole. I somehow get the impression these aren't going to do it. Actually, where are my 4 eyes spectacle testicles? Let me go and see if or is, if not, a actual possibility. So I've lost my glasses. Damn it. Where the hell did I put them down? Alright. No. Right, well, we're just going to do a little trial here. I'm going to see, can I or can I not cut this material with my tin snips? I can, but not very successfully. And I'm running this, cutting out a square there. And so, if I want to cut out a whole square using my tin snips, that's definitely not going to happen. So, I'd love to put some Perspex up here, this material, I'd love to put some Perspex up here. I say cover this area here with Perspex, or even cut out some small square holes here and here. Put my Perspex on. Like I said, I can even paint them a couple of different colours so the light coming through won't be just straight clear light. It'll be down, but it'll definitely throw more light in the lounge and more light in the kitchen, and even a little bit more light in that little passageway where my wardrobe is. So, anyway, worlds. Right, well, so I've pretty much shown that I can't cut it out with tin snips, not really. There's no way I'm going to take to that with an angle grinder. What a shame, there's a really missed opportunity there, and I don't know a way around it right now. It's getting late in the day, so I'm calling it quits. I wasn't going to chuck up another real short video, but I'm just doing it day by day. Some comments down below would be really good actually, is how I can cut this out without setting my bus on fire. Actually, I might name this video that. How do I cut my bus roof without setting it on fire? Rightio, well, I'm actually going to leave it there from the top of the bus roof, so catch you in the next one. Later, bye.